Start the recording. Hello, we're playing a game. I'm Eric, the DM, and to my right are my players. Say hello, players.
Hello.
Hello, players.
Thank you. Why don't we go around, tell each other who we are, who we're playing, and also do pronouns and whatever else we feel is appropriate. Kit, will you start us off?
Sure, I will start us off. Hello, everyone. My name is Kit. I play Grayson Crake, a human wizard. We both use he, him, his pronouns, and only one of us is morally shady. I'll let you guess what.
Only one?
Hey, watch yourself. I would say I know where you live, but I don't actually know where you live. And I don't think that would help my case any.
No, it would not.
All right. I'm Gabe. I play Footfalls. He, him, his pronouns for both of us. And yeah, that's it. Short and sweet.
All right. Cool.
Hi, I'm Dave. I play Dohftoff Bramble, the halfling grave domain cleric. He, him pronouns for both. And yeah, Dohftoff's all the good that I want to be in the world that I am not.
Cool. And
Hi.
Mike, you're new. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Sure. My name's Mike. I'm going to be playing a half-orc named Fin-Rik. And that's pretty much it. Sorry.
That's Mo in the background there.
That would be Moses barking in the background. Yep.
Cool. Yeah, so we start with downtime, which I forgot to bring up. Does anyone know what they are doing for their downtime?
Did I say yes? Did everyone hear me say yes?
I heard you say
Okay.
yep, and then you cut out.
Oh, well, yes, I do know what I'm doing.
Okay.
But if anyone else wants to go for it.
Yep, gonna be leveling up over here.
All right. What kind of thing are you doing around town that has you level up?
So the first time I leveled up, it was prayer, focusing on
Right.
faith. Second time was a feat level, focused on the entire Phoenix Guard just beating up on Dohftoff. We focused on keeping his shield up.
Yeah.
And this time, I think trying to blend or meld in the access to third level spells and his recently acquired Necklace of Prayer Beads. I think it's a lot of study. Reading was something that he did a great deal of while he was an acolyte in Urgalin's favor. And I think he's finally gotten back to that. He's settled in here in Zarnemsa and feels like he's contributed in the Phoenix Guard and is maybe not as needed to just kind of be presentational all the time, to be always ready to go, always, not so much the new guy anymore. He's kind of carved out a niche for himself, and this is more quiet study.
Cool. I like it. Kit, do you want to do your thing?
Sure. One second, I just need to do a little bit of math.
Math.
Okay, I would like to do magical research.
Yay.
So I'm going to spend the 50 gold for the rich lifestyle,
So you only have to spend 40 for that. Because you've got the barracks level 3.
Okay. And I am going to spend, let me double check my math here. Yes. 18,000 gold. Sorry, 1,800 gold to get a plus 18 to my roll.
No.
Him.
It's pretty
If
sure it
so,
says
this
you can
turn-
have only a plus 3.
No.
Doesn't?
It says, then roll a 3d6 on the magical research table below and add +1 for every 100 gold spent.
Ah.
And add your lifestyle bonus.
It is supposed to say maximum plus 3.
Fine, then I'll spend this stupid 300 gold. Damn it, Eric, not allowing me to game the system.
Having to actually roll well.
So you got a plus 5. You roll 3d6.
Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted anyways.
Oh, good.
Oh, wait. Is that what I want?
Well, you can always go choose an option lower.
Yeah. So you gain 1 use of one first, second, or third level spell of your choice, or randomly select a second, third, fourth, or fifth level spell at a die roll. When you use this spell, roll on the weird magic table. If it is a ritual, you may use it as many times as you can during the session.
I'll roll the 1d6 then for a multiple use roll.
Okay.
Spell.
And this is a one-time thing. This is just for the session.
What about the Oh.
So
Then can I go to the one below and
Number
get the one that
18?
has it?
Yeah.
One squirt rest. All right, then I'll just do that.
Okay. So roll a d6.
6.
Nice. Let's go to the spell table. Roll a, what was it, third level spell?
Yep.
So that is, roll a d50.
30.
Number 30 is Major Image. So, I'd like to ask, what research are you doing that gets you a use of Major Image?
Can we say that during some of my research into the Deep One and how it's managed to manifest itself in our reality, I've gained some understanding of how illusions work?
I think that's fair.
Awesome. Because I have done plenty of research. Or we can just say I found it in an old spell book that I stumbled across.
I mean, I think it makes sense. Like, it's not so much that you're generating an image, but what you're doing is projecting the image into the minds of others.
Wait.
Cool. And Mike, I don't know if we went over downtime, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Do you have access to the rules? Like the document that I have?
Yeah, is this the house rule stuff?
Yeah, it's in house rules. There's downtime rules and downtime tables. Why are there two Fin-Riks? Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
There are two Fin-Riks that open what seems to be the same character sheet. Weird.
It's for when you learn to cast clone.
Yeah.
What? No, I'm definitely not going to learn how to cast clown.
So, I don't know, Mike, are you ready to do your downtime, or do you need a minute?
I'm just gonna take a minute here.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I definitely want to scout.
Okay.
Level up, obviously.
I'm sorry, I don't think I understood what you said. Can you repeat that?
Oh yeah. Scout and then level up, obviously, since I'm starting. But that's, yeah. I'm
Level
starting
up, you don't have to take this session.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
starting at level 3. Yeah, so the way it works is you take a long rest, you pay the lifestyle cost, which is this chart that is just below the stuff.
Okay.
Okay, do you know what you want to pay? What you can pay?
Yeah. Just modest.
Okay, yeah, so that's free because everything's reduced by 10. And then, yeah, we go to the downtime table. You want to scout. So can you roll a d8? Oh, wait. My bad. Roll 2d6. I was on the scouting snafus table. All right. So, an 8. You make a quick map of the terrain in your head. You gain advantage on rolls to avoid getting lost on your travels this session. Or, you look out for threats in the area. Ask any question about the first encounter for this session. The DM must tell the truth. I will tell you that you're following a road, so an 8 isn't going to help you, but the 7 might.
Okay. All right. So yeah, definitely I'll do the one that's a question about the first.
Okay, so what do you do to go scouting? Like, how do we... Is this, like, the first we see of your character?
Yeah. Well, I guess I sort of wander into the group and so should I do introduction?
I guess, yeah. I mean, if we want to do, like, an introduction at Zarnemsa, we'll be starting at Lavoli Tower. But yeah, if you want to...
Wait, why are we starting at Lavoli Tower?
Because it's closer.
Because we cleared it out last time.
There's now a train station there.
Oh, so now we can start at places sooner?
Yep.
Yay, we don't have to take 2 days of travel.
Well, it's only 2 hours of travel now.
It feels like whatever. Go on.
Actually, yeah, let's wait for introductions after Gabe has done his downtime, and then we'll do your...
I was buying time trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my downtime.
Okay, then let's do it now. So I don't really know much about what your character's background is. I know you said you wanted to be maybe an ambassador for the orcs.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're gonna go with that, I think this will happen in Zarnemsa. So the orcs are from the east. And you would know that they are they kind of revere, work for it's like it waxes and wanes depending on like who's in charge of the orcs, but they work for the Queen of Autumn generally. And as an orc, you would just know that. That's not a secret. And I think you have been sent as a forward scout for her because she's planning on attending a meeting in Zarnemsa. And she just wants to, make sure it's good, make sure it's all safe. Have you work with the people there so that there's a friendly relationship between the orcs and the Phoenix Guard. So I think you come across this town in the almost middle of nowhere. There's a small wall around it. It's got this nice big barracks building, and then the rest of it is pretty run down. But it's getting better as more and more trade has been coming through. And you are met by one of these three. Dohftoff. You see a half-orc coming down or up the road from Morutka. I think you were on guard duty this day in particular.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is an unusual sight. There aren't any half-orcs in Morutka. And I don't know that you've seen any in Zarnemsa either.
You ain't trying around these parts, are you, boy?
So,
Sorry, I'm not there.
What do either of you do?
So am I guarding outside the city gates? Is it
Yeah.
Is where we are? All right.
Yeah, you're on watch today.
Great. So yeah, Dohftoff sees this half-orc traveling solo and by the main roads, not skulking around, just kind of walking up to the main gates. Introductions are in order. Hello there, sir. What brings you to Zarnemsa?
Hi, I'm scouting out the place for the Queen of Autumn.
Queen of Autumn? My goodness, this must be serious.
She plans to make a trip here sometime soon.
Well, let me escort you into town.
So we got one really high pitched and one really low pitched guy.
Footfalls is gonna have so much fun copying them.
Yeah, so the two of you walk into town. Where do you bring him, Dohftoff? I guess.
Yeah. So would that be? I guess we really haven't discussed about like Phoenix Guard leadership or hierarchy.
Oh yeah, I never told you. The person in charge is the marshal. He's the one who gives out most of the missions. He really hasn't made an appearance in like 10 episodes.
All right, I hope you got that voice ready to go, because that's where I'm bringing him.
All right, yeah. So you go to the barracks, the nicest building in town, and you go up the stairs to where the marshal is, and he's, as usual, filling out some paperwork, filling out some forms, making sure you guys have enough funds to run, eat, and materials. And he looks up, like, so, who's that?
Marshal. I didn't get his name, but he said he was on important business from the Autumn Queen.
Name's Fin-Rik.
Fin-Rik.
Well, nice to meet you, Fin-Rik. What are you doing here?
The Autumn Queen sent me to scout ahead of the area. She's planning a visit and wanted to make sure everything was safe. I'm here to make sure everything is up to order.
All right. I'm sure I have a note about that somewhere. He shuffles through some of his papers and
Dohftoff goes to help him shuffle through papers.
yeah, and he's like, look for anything from the Emperor or Imrion.
Imrion.
And so yeah, you eventually find something, and he reads it. It's like, yes, the Emperor is on his way. Well, not on his way, but they're making arrangements for a meeting here. So, I guess that makes sense.
Right.
Yes, autumn, spring, summer, and winter will all be here. It's going to get quite crowded, I guess. Anyway, what are you scouting? Do you just need to see the land, the town?
Well, I was hoping to see the town and the outlying areas.
Okay, well, Dohftoff, you're going on a mission tomorrow. Why don't you bring him with you and show him the area?
Yes, of course, sir.
All right. Fin-Rik, was it, right?
That's right.
Yeah, Dohftoff will, be your escort for your stay, I suppose. At least for now.
Dohftoff kind of straightens up and stands as bolt upright as a halfling can, and says, "Yes, we have a great mission tomorrow. For tonight, I suppose I can set you up in the barracks with a cot."
That sounds great. Thank you for your help.
Welcome to Zarnemsa.
Thank you. And I give a bow, even though it's probably not appropriate.
That's fine.
Dohftoff just stares at this bow and kind of tries to do one too, but has never done one before.
Cool.
Does this make Dohftoff the escort's escort's escort? Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
If Dohftoff picked up a prostitute, he could have, she would be the escort to the escort's escort.
Okay, great. Wonderful.
And if someone were escorting her, it'd be the escort to the escort's escort.
Woof.
Okay,
Anyway,
we're done. We're done.
Properly accepted at this point.
Mike,
Cut it off.
Yep.
you have a question about the first encounter that you were allowed to ask. What would you like your question to be?
You can also wait until the.
Oh, yeah, I suppose you could wait.
Yeah, I think I'd like to wait a little bit.
All right, sounds good. Footfalls. Do you know
Okay.
yet?
So. I'm being very indecisive, but if I were to start a clock to acquire a magic item, at the completion of that clock, would I have to pay that magic item's worth?
Wait, we have a store in town that sells magic items.
That was in the city, way the fuck
No.
No, yeah,
I
Crake set that up before.
I paid good money to have magic sellers come to Zarmensa.
Funny you
And
should
set a
mention
trap.
that, because you will be getting that at the end of the session. There will be a role-playing thing with them on your way back.
Yeah, okay.
No, I have it in my notes.
Okay.
On your way back, you will meet magic item merchants.
Okay, but setting that aside, if I were to search for a magic item with a clock, you know, how we
How we did
We'll
last
do it as
time.
downtime. Yeah.
I don't know. There will be a cost, I guess, yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't have money. So
Yo, if you need a loan from your good friend Crake over here, I am rolling in money.
Dohftoff is broke. Don't come asking him.
okay. Well, I guess I'll just spend a week reading a book.
Studying or?
No. The manual of.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You've got that manual.
Mm-hmm.
What does it do
Bodily
again?
health. It increases my constitution by 2 points permanently.
Okay. Yeah, and then becomes inert for 100 years?
100 years, yeah.
All right, add that to your character sheet.
I guess so.
That's what you do, you read. And I guess also do the exercises in the book. I think it's like, yeah, training manual. And so for the next week, people just like can see Footfalls doing weird squats and like parkour and stuff.
Yeah, and then looking at a book and then going back into it again. Yeah. Definitely a lot of parkour.
I think I've known Footfalls enough. I mean, we've been on so many adventures that I look at him doing this and I kind of shrug and go, yeah, that seems about right. And then go back to reading my own book.
Although I definitely do the Harry Dresden thing of shouting parkour every time.
Yeah. All right. The next day.
I believe my max HP also increases because of this.
Yes, it's 1 per level if your bonus increases. Right?
Yes.
Your bonus increased?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
It's like 2, so it would.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, so the next day you head out for Livoli Tower. The train comes to the station. It gets filled with railroad supplies, food, and the like. And then you go off with the train to Livoli Tower and head out from there.
I think Dohftoff would take a second, knowing that he's going on this mission with Crake and Footfalls to introduce his ward, his escort, Fin-Rik.
Okay.
First things first, Fin-Rik. Have you ever seen a train before?
No. What? What? A train? What?
Yeah, so there are these like 2 tracks of iron, and on it comes this like giant carriage, the back of which is like looks to have been broken and then repaired. And
that was not my fault, okay?
And in front of it is this onion-shaped engine in front of it that steam is coming out of, that like this one guy is riding in front of, and it comes to a stop on this platform, this small squat building that has a raised up floor that is even with the height of the carriage in the back. And the people in the town, these workers, fill it up with iron bars and wood and rations. And then the rest of your party files in. as well as another group of adventurers who will be protecting the train for the week. So that's a train.
And I guess my character is going to be like,
Strange sort of mechanism you've developed.
It's so powerful. It's the strength of 100 beasts pulls us and throttles us forward.
That's quite impressive.
And he turns and finds Dohftoff turns and finds his companions.
Yeah, they
Oh,
show up.
Crake, Footfalls. This is Fin-Rik. He'll be accompanying us on our journey to Port Scova.
Oh, hey,
Pleasure to meet you.
yeah. You see a kind of a thin-looking human male in black robes and smelling faintly. What's a good word for it?
Of a cemetery.
Yeah, kind of like a cemetery.
my nose kind of does a weird twitching thing for a minute.
Yeah, just kind of wave and go, "Hey, new guy." And then I'll turn to Footfalls and be like, "Well, we seem to have a couple of new people nowadays, don't we?"
About time.
That was a lead-in, so Footfalls can introduce himself.
Yeah, so that was me thinking of what I'm gonna say. Yeah, so you see Footfalls, a human-sized anthropomorphic bird with black feathers and the beak of a toucan, and this like shimmering robe, not like shimmering from light, but like flickering, dancing around. You can't quite tell exactly where he's standing, because there's like this other image of him moving around. Yeah, he carries around a quarterstaff and makes clicking noises with it.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. It's not that important.
Okay.
You're telling about your hourglass?
Yeah, I just have like a gnarled like walking stick that has a an hourglass floating above it, and like every 30 minutes or so it'll flip over.
Then it's not an hourglass.
Fine, every hour or so it'll flip over. If you want to be pedantic about it.
Just saying.
Who are we but
Half
peanuts?
hourglass. Precisely.
Interesting company you keep, Dohftoff.
They are very strong, very wise, very powerful.
I kind of like at that kind of just like chuckle.
Okay. Yeah. So the train takes you to the Woley Tower. It goes west across a river and through a forest. To grandmother's house we go. Into
Damn, I was just going to make that joke.
a field, like a small hilly field, and then it turns to the right a bit, and you see this tower, or it was a tower. It's this hill with a short fort on it, and about half of a tower. Also near the base of the hill is a very dead log, like the top of a tree that fell down, but there's no tree in the area, and a train station. similar to the one in Zarnemsa. You spend the day with the people there and then head out. Before you leave, though, Porter makes sure to ask you to do something for him. So Porter is the guy in charge of the rail workers. And as you head out, he's like, hey, before you go, can you keep a lookout for spots to, good areas for the train to stop? I know Port Scova's over there, but I doubt we'll be able to make it all the way and still keep going west. I don't know if there's like a spot on the road on the way there that would be a good intersection. But yeah, if you could find that, that'd be great.
Wow, it's almost like there's an intersection right on the map. It looks like it would be a great place for a train to stop. Oh, wait, I just realized what's this way.
I mean, you're going to cross the Gold Road, and then there's the road to Port Scova, so I figure something might work out.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
We'll do our best, Porter. I'm sure Footfalls' keen eyes will find a proper spot.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks. I'm gonna go make sure the men are ready to head out. And yeah, since the last time you were here, they have set up a camp in the fort so that now they don't have to camp next to wherever they have finished the rail. They have a more permanent settlement.
Something akin to a tavern in sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're using the currently smashed up barracks that were there. They don't dare go down into the catacombs.
Why not? It's so nice and homey down there.
Anyway. You head out.
It's nice and homey to me.
Gold Road.
Does this mean we're going to have to meet the owl again?
Oh, yes, please.
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah, you get maybe halfway from Livoli to the Forest of the Elder Owl before the sun starts to go down, and you need to
All right.
stop. If you'd like to have a scene to charge people's inspiration, now would be a good time. And that can be from anywhere along the road, not just when you start camp.
I don't have any inspiration.
Okay.
Neither do I, but
I know Mike doesn't have inspiration, so I think maybe if he's comfortable with doing a scene with Footfalls or Crake, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah. Dohftoff does and has been kind of running point on some of the role play, so pass the baton for this one.
All right.
So I'm gonna sit down next, or while we're walking, I'll walk beside. What's your name?
Fin-Rik.
Frederick.
Fin-Rik.
Fin-Rik. So I'll walk beside Fin-Rik and go. So Fin-Rik, what do you do?
I'm a scout for the Queen of Autumn.
Right. Very cool, by the way. But what do you do?
What do I do? Well, I mean, I spend most of my time traveling.
Right, and that's very cool. But what do you bring to our little party in terms of combat expertise? Because not to alarm you, we do tend to get in a lot of fights.
Well, I'm quite good with a bow. I'm also pretty decent at attacking larger enemies. I have a good experience in mountainous terrains, and I guess I have a little bit of utility with spotting tracks and find.
That's going to be really helpful because we tend to lose things a lot as well.
That's good to hear. I like to be of use.
Well, I'm sure we'll find a spot for you in our little band of goody two shoes.
If I can ask, some of your equipment is quite unusual. What is it that you?
I study the magical arts, and I'm a wizard of no small renown. Perhaps you have heard of me, Grayson Crake, heir to the Crake family.
I have little familiarity with these parts. I'm from the West, so forgive me, but I haven't heard of it.
Oh,
From the east.
From the east.
Yeah, the other side.
So far west, it's the other way around.
Yeah, exactly.
oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Trust me, the name will spread. And I'm just going to kind of fall kind of quiet after that.
Footfalls is going to come over. And I believe your background said you had an instrument. Is that right, Mike?
That's right.
So, do you have that instrument with you?
I do, yeah.
Yes.
So, so what instrument is it? What does Footfalls see?
He sees a silver flute.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
And so Footfalls is gonna sit down next to Fin-Rik, and he's gonna say just the words, "Play with me," and he pulls out a drum from his pack, and he's gonna start hitting out a rhythm. Does he join in?
Yes, he does.
Okay. I'm gonna roll my drum skill here. See how well I do. All right, not bad.
Yeah. Mike, will you roll your flute skill?
You used your tool. That I don't know if you've added to your character sheet or not.
I haven't, but I have my charisma modifier to that, right?
Yes.
Plus proficiency.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, default for advantage.
No, it's fine.
So what does that make it total? Because it's 6 plus 1 from what? From charisma plus
2 for
2
proficiency,
for...
so yeah, 9 total.
Okay, so yeah. Or maybe out of practice, or maybe the acoustics here in the woods aren't so good. But you know.
Oh wait, no.
You're
Sorry,
out of the woods.
it's a 7 total.
No, it should be a 7 total. My charisma, I have a -1 on charisma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's say
I see.
I have a really hard time trying to follow your beat with my...
I don't know. Footfall still enjoys it, and He's gonna. I don't know. It's not exactly singing. He's like reciting a poem or something like while he's playing, and because he feels the traveler vibe within you, and he's gonna say something appropriate. He's gonna say, "The day will come when I must go to face and fight another foe.
Ah. Wait.
Across strange lines I must stray, over the hills and far away."
Really?
Yes, really.
Is there 40 shillings on the drum?
There is, in fact.
It's an old song called Over the Hills and Far Away.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
And yeah, I don't know. Is there like a reaction to this from Fin-Rik?
I kind of stare at you, mesmerized, and give you a slight nod and say,
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Footfalls nods happily, with some bounce in energy, and
I'm gonna roll my eyes.
and then he and then he I don't know, like starts going about his business, gets interested in something else, moves on. But yeah, that's the scene.
Everyone take inspiration. I think that was very good. Yeah. I don't know if you're familiar, Mike, with the character sheet. Oh, I see you are.
Yep.
Cool. I don't have to explain it. What is the watch going to be like?
We don't have to have a watch.
Oh, do you? And why is that?
Boom, because I'm going to spend an hour and 10 minutes and use Tiny Hut as a ritual spell.
You have to spend an hour and 10 minutes?
Yeah, ritual is 10 minutes longer than whatever the action is, or however the normal.
Yeah,
I
so
would
it'd be
make it 11 minutes.
No, it takes an hour in addition to how long it takes to cast it normally. Yes, that is how rituals.
Pretty sure rituals take 10 minutes. Either way, you do it and you create this dome. What does this dome look like?
One
Dome
second.
force.
I'm just pointing this out. It's not going to affect us this time, but reading through this, if you ever go on a trip with Nelly again, Nelly's going to have to be...
Because she's large.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Unless you've got a reduced spell up your sleeve.
Fine, whatever. So it takes 11 minutes to cast. And it is it's an opaque, like a very dark red dome that kind of just springs into existence after I stare at a book for about 11 minutes and kind of mumble to myself. And and it's inside, it's nice and comfortable, and it is dimly lit.
Nice.
So it's opaque from the outside, but it is in transparent from inside.
Very cool.
So I make sure to gather everyone around me before I cast it.
Right.
And then I'll look at everyone and go, okay, so we can go in and out of this, but nothing else can come in.
Like at all?
Like at all.
Yeah, very powerful spell.
Wow.
Okay.
Spells can't be cast at us. People can't attack us. Nothing can come in. We are completely safe for the next 8 hours.
Even weather. Rain can't
Nope.
come through.
No weather. It is always nice, comfortable, and dry.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't require concentration. It's just there.
Well, that part makes sense because you're supposed to sleep inside of it. So
Yeah, but there are other spells, like Globe of Invulnerability is pretty similar, but it can be cast in one action. But that does require
So,
concentration.
and I say, and I'm going to kick off my boots and lay out my bedroll. And I'm just going to be like, stretch out, and I'm like, relax.
Yeah.
Does the from within? What is the kind of force wall of this dome feel like in terms of like? Because Dohftoff is 100% going to try and walk up to it and poke it and prod it and figure out what's going on.
It feels kind of like a tingling sensation.
I would.
Like a mild.
Can I propose a feeling? As
Sure.
just an idea. It's like touching the surface of a liquid without, be getting wet from it, or it's just like this, hard to grasp sort of thing. If you put your hand on like the top of a still pond or something. What do you think of that?
I was kind of thinking of it more like a kind of like touching the like when you hover your fingers right above the surface of like one of those like little Tesla coil ball things. You know what I mean? So it kind of feels like a slight tingling sensation.
Okay.
Like static.
Yeah, like static electricity. Except it doesn't hurt; it just kind of tingles.
Cool.
Yeah. So Dohftoff walks up to it and kind of pokes it with the finger, and then pokes it with them, like puts his whole hand over it and looks at his hand, and then puts it back up again and smiles and keeps doing it for a little bit.
Yeah, the hairs on your arm stand up when you put it through, and then go back down when you retrieve your arm. Yeah, anything outside can't come in, but anything inside can go out. And
come
anything
back
inside can go out and then also come back in. Yeah. So you go to bed, you sleep for 8 hours, or just before 8 hours. You wake up and notice it has snowed a lot.
Except we are nice and toasty inside.
Over the night. Yes, you've got this nice dome of clear, warm area.
Is the snow covering the dome like we are now encased?
Do we have an igloo now?
You do not have an igloo now, but there is like, a couple inches, maybe even like a foot of snow. And it's still snowing, and actually makes it kind of hard to tell which direction you're supposed to be going.
Unless we had a super amazing perception bird and a guy who's great at finding his way in the wilderness.
Right.
And also if I had the Outlander background, which just lets me just know which way to go.
Right, but I'm saying that the snow has obscured the trail that you would otherwise be following.
No, but like I just know that's the Outlander background, man. Or Wonder, or whatever it is. Yeah.
Anyway,
ability from the Outlander. Yeah.
now would be time for a skill challenge. Mike, do you know anything about 4th edition?
No.
Okay, so skill challenges are a thing from 4th edition. The party as a whole rolls skill checks against a DC. We'll go around, so all 4 of you will roll something until you either get 3 successes or 3 failures.
I think you did this in Dave's campaign, yeah?
We haven't gotten to it yet.
Oh, okay.
Spoilers.
And yeah, you will roll something that you're proficient in, and you can't use that skill again unless you're out of skills. But you can use something that someone else has already done. So,
Okay.
for instance, I assume Footfalls will be rolling perception and gets a success. Because Footfalls has a stupid high perception, and no matter what, will not be able to fail that.
So did you actually look up the feat like you said you would?
Nope.
Okay, so we'll just keep on using the same rules that we've been using that I'm not entirely sure are correct.
Yep, I'm going to write that in my phone this time, because I'm actually going to check my phone.
All right, what's the feat called?
Observant. But here's the thing: we know the rules in the book. There is a ruling that was made by one of the D&D developers that we're not sure if we should use. So
Well, good
Basically,
thing
like-
I have access to D&D Beyond, which is constantly updated.
All right, yeah, so what we're wondering is, is there a floor to perception checks? I think it makes sense that there is, but I'm also not entirely sure about that.
Increase your wisdom or intelligence or wisdom score by 1 to a maximum of 20. You can see a creature's mouth when it is speaking a language you understand. You can yes. You have a +5 bonus to your passive wisdom and passive intelligence scores. So that's your perception and investigation score.
yeah, so that's the stuff that I have written down here on the character sheet. But who was it? Jeremy Crawford?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, he said something along the lines of there's a minimum.
Yeah, like when you use passive, or when you roll, you can't roll lower than your passive score. Generally.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, what kind of terrain are we in, by the way?
This is a hilly area, but you're in so there's hills where Livoli Tower is. This is more of a flatter area. There's also mountains to the north that are covered in woods. I should probably start describing them again. Yeah, it's like a barren land. There are trees every now and then.
Okay.
Can you roll lower? Yes.
Okay, so this is what I found. I found that you can't. It's confusing. You can, but you can't.
Is the ruling if you do, it becomes the passive number? Is that what they mean?
If your passive perception meets the DC, you don't have to roll. But if it doesn't, then you do roll normally. Does that make sense?
Okay, I guess they weren't taking into account the idea that someone could have a 23 passive perception.
Yeah. All right, so you look for.
Well,
The
there
forest.
is like in here in Lost Mine of Pandelver, passive perception DC is 15, but drops to 10 for active perception. So when you're actively looking for something, it might, especially for you, have a lower DC than passive perception.
Interesting.
But would it affect the feat, which well, anyway, we call it a success.
Oh, I get it. You don't get the bonus to the roll, but you do have a threshold at which you don't have to roll. So it increases your passive perception by 5.
Yes.
So that means anything under whatever that would be, you don't have to roll. But if you do have to roll, then you don't get the +5 to the roll.
Okay. Which is basically what we've been doing, except
No,
for the fact that my threshold
sort of.
is so high that we shouldn't have been rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah.
Right. So that's 23 is a success then?
Yes.
Okay.
You look and you see the woods. You know which way is west and can begin going there, but now you have to find how to get back onto the trail. Who would like to go next?
Dohftoff will step up to the plate.
All right.
Gonna roll a. Let's see which of these is applicable. Let's go with a history check.
Okay. How are you going to use history to find the path?
Yeah. Kind of having walked through this area, both on the return trip or his initial trip, and then back and forth on the similar path while doing Message to the Emperor. He's looking around for things that he notices as similar or
look for familiar stuff.
Yeah,
makes sense. Why don't you roll against a 14?
Nope.
Just shy. So you're going in the right direction, but Dohftoff, you're looking around, you're not really seeing anything familiar. Fin-Rik, Crake?
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll try and roll with my insight.
Okay. In what way does insight help?
Yeah, that's what I was having trouble with too.
Yeah.
Insights for people.
Yeah, you're like maybe thinking, how would I can allow this because like I can understand like you understand how people would think and how they would travel over time in an area, and that informs your decision. It'll be a more difficult check though.
Okay. Well, maybe I should do perception instead.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you have survival?
Let's see. You know what? I didn't mark it as one of my proficiencies, so no.
Despite being a ranger.
Hey.
Yeah, I think that works.
Oh, okay. Why'd that roll twice?
Who knows? Oops, what's going on? Are you guys on the...
We're on the skill check.
Okay, good.
Screen.
Yeah. What is going on? There we go. What the heck?
Nope.
Green lines everywhere.
All right. Yeah, so you look around and I think you see an area that looks to be like an opening to a trail. Kit.
And I'll form the head. I'll use investigation to see if like the snow has settled any on the more traveled areas of.
Okay, yeah. Roll. Yeah. Nice. You investigate. You find find what you're looking for. And eventually, the four of you working in tandem make your way back to the trail. And now you are in the Forest of the Elder Owl. I think that's just as night falls, too.
Hey, guess what I can do again?
Yeah.
In another 11 minutes, I cast Tiny Hut.
Okay, yeah.
I like that it's 11 minutes. Not 10 minutes, 11.
Well, it's 10 plus however long, so yeah,
Right.
11
I know,
minutes.
but it's an odd number to be exactly that number.
Yeah.
That's how Grayson Crake rolls.
It goes up to 11.
Yeah. So yeah, you go to bed. You wake up and find a lot of tracks around your hut. They're like these tiny footprints that have been left all around you.
I'm going to get up, look around at all these tracks, and go, God, I love this.
Yeah.
Dark halls and footfalls.
I hate this
Well-
already.
Now he's actually going to have to send his encounters at us during the day instead of ambushing at us at night.
Well, I roll randomly to see when the encounters happen. Hi, Dad.
Do you see this, Eric?
Yeah?
This is the
Oh, the
world's
tiniest violin.
violin.
Yeah.
And it's playing a sad song just for you.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah. So you go into the Forest of the Elder Owl.
Can I actually try a nature check to figure out what these tracks were?
You can, yes.
Does someone who's also good at nature want to help me?
How about survival?
Mr. Ranger?
I mean, you can
Mr.
just
Ranger?
get
Nature?
advantage.
Does Mr. Ranger want to help?
Sure. Yeah, I don't think my nature's great, but I'll.
He's the city ranger.
So I
If he's helping, it would just give advantage.
Yeah,
right?
it just gives
Oh.
advantage. So, Kit.
oh well, it works out perfectly.
There you go.
Nice. So, yeah. These are Smeralf tracks. I think
sorry?
you've seen Smeralfs before. They're these little blue people.
Smurfs.
Smeralfs, legally distinct. These little blue people who live in the woods and the hills and whatnot. They're fae, and sometimes they come to Zarnemsa. I think there was a festival a couple months ago that they were at.
Oh my god, am I Gargamel?
You don't have a cat yet.
Hey, does anyone want to give up their find a
Just gotta
dead
get
cat?
yourself- You just got to get yourself a familiar.
Yeah. But yeah, there are a bunch of Smeralf tracks. They were probably wondering what this dome was doing here, and then lost interest somewhere throughout the night. Yeah. So you walk through the woods for about 3 days,
Tiny hut, tiny hut, tiny hut.
putting up the tiny hut every time, and I'm gonna roll a d4 in secret. So Kit, Crake,
Aw, shit,
you're
yeah?
on the edge of the Elder Owl Woods, the Forest of the Elder Owl. You've been traveling southwest for 2.5 days, and then there's a fork in the road. On your map, it says to take the fork. It goes northwest.
Can you move us over to the map page?
Oh, yes, sorry. Going to Port Scova. Yeah, right there. You take another 4 hours to get to the edge of the forest, and you see before you this large, flat grassland. The road continues going northwest for as far as you can see. You tiny hut and then sleep, and partway through the night, you are woken up by low rumbles every now and then.
Point of order.
Yeah.
Did we not get audited?
I was gonna talk to Footfalls and say, "Are we not audited this time?"
You are not. Zorfus does not show up.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Thank God he's out of here.
Oh, that gives me an idea.
Oh dear. I don't like that.
If something happens to Zorfus, I'm done with this game.
We're getting revenge, damn it.
I wouldn't do anything so dastardly just yet, but eventually.
Killed 2 of my characters in their first session, Eric.
That's not nearly as dastardly as killing Zorfus.
That's right.
Offended.
This owl is more important than your characters.
So to the new guy, Zorfus, and you know what? Let's do this as a scene. I'm gonna be like, so the last time we came in here, there was actually this owl that audited us and wanted to know what we were doing.
What do you mean audited?
He kind of asked us who we were, what we were doing, how long we were planning to stay here. Just kind of trying to figure out if we were going to be a threat to this great owl or whatever lives in these woods.
That's very strange.
It really was.
He was a charming fellow.
Do you have anything like that where you're from?
I've anything like that before.
Oh, well, maybe if we're lucky or unlucky, you'll meet Zorfus.
Yes, I hope to see this thing, and you've sparked my curiosity.
And look how disappointed he is now, Eric.
Who? Mike?
Yes, it didn't get to see Zorfus.
Is it because his picture is an owl?
Yes.
I mean, I hadn't connected the dots on that part, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that happens, and then that night, or I guess several nights later, Crake is awoken by the rumbling of the ground. What do you do?
Do I see anything?
Yes.
It's actually a surprisingly good perception score for me. What do I see?
You peer into the darkness. The moon is lighting up the grasslands in front of you, and you can see in the distance that there's a man walking next to an elephant. Except he is twice as tall as the elephant.
So a giant.
Yes.
How far away are they?
300 feet.
I'm going to kick the other people awake and be like, hey, check this out.
So, yeah, Dohftoff, Fin-Rik, Footfalls, you are woken, and Crake points out this giant that seems to be taking its pet elephant for a walk.
Wait. Shit.
Did everyone else disconnect?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I just can't see anyone else's face and no one was talking.
Yeah, Dohftoff kind of looks in wonder at the sight and says, "Have you ever seen such a thing?"
Have you ever seen such splendor?
I look over and say,
Fought a giant in my life. I'm not a fan.
Would you call them a favored enemy?
You could say that.
Do you... Oh. Wait. Do you know what giants do not like?
Hmm?
What don't giants like? Like, what is their... What's something they're afraid of?
Well, I guess from my experience, they can be quite easily spooked. They're not very.
yeah, sorry. I mean,
You're doing great.
okay.
Is there like a creature in particular?
I'd say something like a spider would be liable to frighten something like a giant.
Okay. Now, have you seen like a giant spider before?
No.
But it would be just like a big spider, just like a really...
Yes.
All right. Then I am going to cast 100. I'm going to walk outside of my little hut, tiny hut technically, and I am going to cast Major Image
Okay.
to create a 20-foot tall giant.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you cast this spell, and then I'm gonna roll a d4 for you. So for the next 20 seconds after you cast this spell, you feel like the magic that flows through you flow a lot easier. And if you look at the bottom of the spell description, you will notice that I put something into the spell description. You gain the Psychic Focus ability on the Mercurial Magic table.
Huh. So it's useless.
No.
Like, what would I use for a spell check?
So spell checks are like spell attacks. It gives you a +4 for 1d4 rounds when attacking with a spell.
Would that also count toward like DCs? Like if you were to cast a spell with where the target makes a DC or a check.
Yeah, I think that would make sense because this wasn't written with 5e in mind. It was written in Dungeon Call Classics. So it's a different rule set, so I think that would make sense.
+4 is a lot.
Yeah.
For a DC.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good ability. He rolled well. He got a 95
You know
on
what?
his roll.
This spider's going to be on fire.
Okay, yeah. So you all see this flaming spider appear near this giant and this elephant.
And it's going to be clittering and clacking and chittering and doing all the gross, creepy things that spiders do.
Yeah. I guess I make a I don't know, will save to see if it doesn't spook. What did I get?
Whoa. Okay.
And then I'll do it for the elephant too. The elephant probably spooks. Yeah, so this giant takes its club, this tree that it's dragging behind it, and charges at your spider. And how far away was it? Just like right next to it, or
It was 120 feet away from me, so it's 180 feet away from the giant.
okay, so
And I did it kind of like off to the side, so it won't be charging directly at us.
yeah, so it like charges at this thing. I think it throws some large boulders that it has in its pouch. Like it takes them out and just chucks a giant rock at the spider, and then like goes in to attack it. Though after a while, I think the spider vanishes.
Actually, it reveals it to be an illusion because it goes right through it.
Okay. I mean,
So,
you can have the spider retreat before it gets to that point, but
yeah, okay, I'll have it try and skitter away from the shots.
yeah. So
And then while I do, and then I'm going to have it just kind of disappear and vanish, and I'm going to turn to my new half orc friend and be like, I thought you said that they hated spider.
I'm sorry. In my experience, they've always run from the sight of a big spider. This one seems tough.
So, I think we should all go back inside the tiny hut now. 'Cause I may have just pissed off a hill giant.
Okay. Yeah, after a while, I mean, the giant like stays around for like another hour, looking for where the spider went. But after a while, it heads off.
It doesn't find the hut.
No, continues traveling southwest, but doesn't bother you.
Okay, so I know mistakes were made, but I consider this to be an absolute success. I mean, we didn't get attacked by a hill giant,
Yep.
so that's a plus, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job. You continue on the next day. And as you do so, resting over the horizon, you see a tower.
What?
No like fortifications around it. It's just this old tower. It looks like it could be a clock tower or like the remains of a church steeple. Or potentially an old fort, but yeah. As you get closer, it's off to the left of the road, about maybe an hour out of your way. You can see it's kind of like it has an opening on the second floor, and next to that opening is a house that has legs, like 6 legs coming out of the bottom of it. Yeah.
So it like killed 3 witches.
Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga.
And Baba Yaga is like a chicken house, but yeah.
No, well, but I'm saying like this has 6 legs coming out from underneath it, so it killed 3 witches.
Oh, I see. He's talking to the boss.
Oh. No, it's got these like spider legs, like these spindly legs, and they're like raised up so that it's attached to the building.
So this is like weird. Everyone thinks that, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Is the opening on the second floor of the tower, is it like by design of the tower, or is it like a chunk of the wall has been blasted out?
Looks like it was designed that way. Though whether or not there used to be something there, you can't tell. Especially not at this distance.
Scova Tower lies beyond. Great histories have now gone.
Yeah. So you can continue on to Port Scova. It takes.
Yeah, do you guys want to investigate? Or do you guys want to continue?
We probably should investigate.
Yeah.
What does everyone else think?
Yeah, Dohftoff definitely wants to check it out. He's just staring down this tower, trying to figure it out.
Yeah, Fin-Rik definitely wants to get a lay of it. He's trying to get a sense of the area.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you get closer to the tower. I think you can tell that it's like more dilapidated when you get closer than it looked initially. It's definitely old. It's this round tower, maybe 50 feet across. Yeah, there's an entrance on the bottom, and you want to continue going there?
How tall is it?
Let me think. It is. How tall is it? Probably like 40. No. Probably like 60 or 80 feet tall.
48 tall. So 10 feet in one floor.
Oh, then
how many floors?
It's a bit more than 10 feet per floor, probably. It's got 4 floors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just messing with the map right now. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button again. What is going on with me?
Is it the same issue you were having with the skill challenge?
No, this is a different problem. I'm just trying to cover the inside. before I bring you to this map. It's probably not as well done as I'd like. So yeah, you see, there's a round tower.
Welcome to Scova Tower. There's like a lightning crash. Thunder.
Yeah, it's just this dilapidated round tower. Y'all are in front of it. The 6 legs come down right in front of the door.
Do the legs show any sign of life?
No. Getting this close, you can tell that they are made of metal, and looking down under the house, this like square hut, is just lots of gears and pistons and like metal machinery. Yeah.
I would like to take a small rock and chuck it at the door of the place.
Okay. So you chuck a rock at the door.
Hey, Eric, are these tokens on the right layer?
They are not. Oops, hold on. They are on the mat layer. Because I am on the mat layer. You should be able to move your tokens. Fin-Rik, I would have you test out to make sure you can move yours. All right.
Yep.
Looks good. Yeah. You do the thing with the rock, and you hear shuffling inside. And
Hey,
if you wait for it to open, the door opens and you see a red dragonborn in a fur vest with a cowboy hat on.
ah, shit, it's
This is
you
Red again?
again. And I'm
This
going
is
to point
Red.
at him.
Sir, good to see you.
What are you doing here?
I'm going to lean over to Fin-Rik and be like, yo, this red dragonborn who's a real dick, all right?
Oh,
He attacked us for no real reason other than the fact that we were there and he wanted
I
to see how
attacked
strong.
you as a test.
And we passed.
Hey,
You did.
we're whispering over here. This is a private conversation.
What are you
He also
doing
has it.
here?
We were just passing through and we saw the tower.
All right. And
Trust us, if we had known that you were here, we wouldn't have come.
do you want to come in?
Footfalls nods.
Yes, please.
Proceeds.
Oh, he doesn't get out of the way. He was just wondering.
Well, he's gonna. Footfalls actually gonna walk up then, and try and see inside with my excellent perception.
Ah, yes. I will reveal what is inside. You see inside there are some stairs leading up. There seems to be a horse made out of metal, and then also what look to be 3 scarecrows. Just 4 scarecrows, just hanging out, not moving, not doing much of anything. Also, there are 2 doors inside.
Okay.
Is this your tower, Red?
No, but I live here.
He's a squatter then.
Someone come by to collect taxes.
You never know. Maybe.
My master. She. It is her tower.
Gee. All right. That's
I
convincing.
simply work here.
What do you do at this tower, sir?
Guard it.
And what is the purpose of the tower?
To be away from prying eyes. Generally, we don't get visitors.
You know what I'm going to do?
No, I don't, but I am
Nothing
eager
good.
to find out.
I am going to say, well, what's so special about this tower that you don't want people to... 16 persuasion.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to repeat that. You cut out, sort of. You said, what don't you want people to see or something?
Yeah, basically. What do you not want people to see?
My master is working on a project. It would be preferable that she is not disturbed.
Your master is roosting. And Footfalls points up to the higher levels of the tower.
She is.
And you said there was an opening in the tower. What floor was that?
On the second floor.
Second floor?
Yeah,
I could get there, guys.
the house and like the house on legs and the tower kind of meet where the opening is, but there's enough space that you could probably crawl through.
Can you tell us? Can you talk to us?
I can.
What is she doing?
I don't understand.
There is a purpose to her lack of disturbance.
Yes.
What is she doing?
Working.
Specify.
I don't know. Building machinery. A man. I don't.
Warforged.
Perhaps. I wouldn't know.
So I guess we're getting the sense that Red will obey orders and doesn't.
Yeah, Red
Need
isn't
an
particularly the talkative type. He's happy to answer questions, but he gives short answers and doesn't always actually answer the question.
Okay.
See? He's
Like,
a dick.
can you talk? He will say, yes.
Which side of the tower is the opening on the second floor on?
It's right above where you are.
Okay.
So the house is just above you, and that's where the opening is too.
I don't suppose I could try and peek in there. Look, just a periscope.
If you had a periscope, sure, but I'm pretty sure you don't have one.
What my great perception doesn't allow me to like bend light rays and like see around the corner and.
No, you need to get an actual angle. Like right now, you're looking up through a crack in between the tower and the house.
Mm-hmm. Anyone have anything they want to do? I guess I don't know.
All right.
Actually, do I get anything from this? Actually, thinking about it,
Get anything from what?
because it's Footfalls.
Oh yeah, I always forget that.
I'd like to do something.
Yeah.
Quick question: is he barefoot?
Yes.
I would like to kind of mumble and kind of discreetly cast a spell and make the stone and cast prestidigitation and make the stone underneath his feet cold.
Okay.
Yep. Just make it very chilly so it's kind of uncomfortable for him to stand on.
Okay.
Who's the dick, him or you?
He started it.
Okay, little children, stop fighting. He started it.
Just saying.
Okay. May I propose then that the hourglass on the staff that Crake is holding is spinning wildly here.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. So yeah, Crake, you cast this spell, you use your staff and hit the ground and spread cold underneath Red's feet, and your hourglass flips, and then it flips again, and then it flips again, and then it flips again, and it keeps flipping, and it keeps flipping faster and faster.
Huh. Can I use Arcana to figure out what's up with that?
You can.
Although I could just say something.
I do not know what's going on with that.
So Footfalls, if you want to give him a hint, he could roll with advantage.
Yeah, okay. I will say the clock tower keeps time, and time keeps the tower.
So I just rolled the natural 20.
Yes, you did.
So I'm guessing that this tower helps control the flow of time?
No.
Okay.
You've heard of legends. There was once mechanical men. Dwarves used to make them for easy labor, but then for some reason they stopped. They're only ever found now in ruins. Sometimes they're still conscious. They are able to speak and tell historians about this ancient kingdom that was around. But there is this one creature, or one of these mechanical men, that learned to control time, and something happened to it, and it could speed up slow down time. In some cases, it was known to stop time. It was called the chronomancer. But one day it vanished. If it ever existed at all.
I'm going to look at this tower. I'm going to look at Red. I'm going to look at my hourglass. Back to the tower. Back to the hourglass. At Red. Back to the hourglass. And just go, huh. All right.
Cool.
Footfalls is actually going to look at Red. And it's going to say, in Footfalls' ever quest, this long quest to get allies against the Deep One, it's going to say, seasons change with time.
And Red looks at you, pretty blank-faced. He looks at the hourglass. Yeah, he crosses his arms. Yeah.
And as if thinking about it for a moment, Footfalls stands there with his beak slightly open, and then he tilts his head back and says louder so it could be heard on higher floors. As the seasons change with time.
He looks up. He's like, "What are you playing at?"
I mean, is there a response from higher up?
I think so. You hear a bell ring near the door. And, peer inside and you can see there's like a series of bells with string attached to them. And these scarecrows start to move. And they go up the stairs. And then after, a couple minutes, this woman shows up and comes down the stairs and comes out to speak with you. And Red looks up the stairs as she's coming down and, tries to push you out of the doorway so that he can get out, so that she can be in the doorway instead. Do you let him?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So yeah, he pushes so that he's here and that she's here.
I'm going to turn to Fin-Rik real quick and be like, do you know about the Deep One?
I've heard
Tale.
I've heard tale, but nothing elaborate.
All right, so quick thing. It's basically a gigantic beholder that wants to eat all of our souls. All the different seasons, we're trying to get them together so we can stop it. We saw it. It's really ugly. I've tried to summon it a couple times on accident, not really on purpose, trying to figure out what it is. So,
Oh my goodness.
that was before I knew what it was, so really don't blame me for this, all right?
Well,
Right.
It seems like everything's okay, but that's very frightening and powerful magic you're messing with.
No, it's fine. There's only like a 1 in 10th chance now that it can go badly.
Anyway, so this gray-skinned pink-haired and pink-eyed woman. Pupilless, just pink orbs.
That's a player character if I've ever heard one.
Yeah. She comes down the stairs and takes the space that Red used to. Red moves out of the building, and she's looking around. So what's this about seasons?
We're trying to get the people together to fight the deep. Do you want to help?
The deep one.
You know, this thing. And I'm going to smash my staff against the ground and pass it.
Roll a D100.
Oh, thank God. All right.
All right. It goes up to 11.
Man, that would have been perfect if this was the time when it got caught.
It goes up to 11.
Hey, nice Final Tap reference.
Thank you.
That's what I was making with the 11 minutes to make the hut.
Wait, if you roll 11, it actually shows up.
If I had rolled a 10, it would, or below, it actually would have emerged into our reality.
He's playing with fire. I love it. Anyway, so yeah, you summon the image of the deep one. It looks through the rift that you make. She looks back.
I'm going to wave at it again.
Yeah, and I think, the hourglass is still spinning, and the rift forms out of the hourglass. Just like much larger than it normally is. Normally it's just like this hole around the size of your face that this eye comes through. But you can see like a larger portion of it. You can see various eye stalks, and it's got these chitinous plates on it.
Does it wave back?
It does not, but it continues to glare at you. And this woman looks at it, and then it looks at her and brings another eye to look some more, and eventually the rift closes, and the hourglass drops from your staff and falls onto the ground and breaks.
Oh, that can't be good.
She's like, I don't know what that was.
Can I make a perception check? An insight check to see if...
Yeah. Yeah, she does not know what this is.
Huh, that's odd.
She's looking around for anyone to clarify.
Footfalls is going to make the sound that it made, when it appeared in the clouds. To maybe back her memory in case she heard that sound and was around when that happened, because it was around, this area of the world where that happened.
I really like the idea of her blowing a bubble with bubble gum and popping it and just not caring. So yeah, she does that. She pops a bubble. Continues chewing her gum, which she now has.
Okay.
That doesn't help.
Okay.
Listen, if you've got a problem with someone, I don't want to be involved.
And then I turn to Fin-Rik and be like, and that's what the deep one looked and sounded like.
That's the most frightening thing I've ever seen.
You get used to it after a while.
No, you don't.
And in the exact same tone of voice, Footfalls is going to say, and no, you don't.
It's just an eye. That's what this woman says. It's just an eye. Listen, if you've got problems, I don't want to be involved. that's all you had to say to me, then I guess I'm gonna get back to work. 'Cause
Justin and I don't want to get involved.
All right. Red, make sure they don't come in. Bye.
Oh,
She-
say hi to the Chronomancer for me.
That is the Chronomancer.
She stops and looks back at you, Crake, and is like, "What?"
I said hi to the Chronomancer for me. That's what you're working on in there, isn't it? The guy who can control time? Oh, yeah, she's probably working on a guy that can control time in there, everybody.
And she just looks shocked. What do you know of the Chronomancer? How?
It's all just a matter of time.
And she closes her eyes and pinches the bridge between her nose. What do you know about the Chronomancer?
Oh,
And you'll find out.
Are you a wizard?
I cast Prestidigitation and make little sparks emerge from my fingers.
Let them in. And Red is gonna move out of the way and gestures for you to go in. Do you do so?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, I do.
All right, cool. I'm just gonna reveal some more space. So you see that, and then you're able to go. She starts going up the stairs, and you follow her. The stairs eventually end with no floor, and this hand picks her up and moves her to the floor. It is the so I guess I should point out the stairs here go up to here, and this is where the floor ends. And then this golem picks her up and moves her over. And if you also go to the end of the stairs, it will do the same to you.
Wait, what? Try that?
Okay, sure. I'll move over here.
Yeah, and then she goes to the... Why isn't it working? Oh, that's why.
Whee!
Oh, wow, look at that.
Thank you, large man.
I was so zoomed in that I didn't even see it.
Oh, whoops, I also revealed too much.
So I assume that this continues to go up, and it goes up to here, something
Yeah,
like that?
so-
I don't know.
It starts back here, goes up to
Oh,
the third
got it.
floor here. And you see a couple suits of armor, like the ones that you fought last time. Also, this is where the house is. This is the second floor, the opening, the house. And she brings you to the third floor. There's this weird machine guarded by 2 sets of armor, and then there's a kitchen, also guarded by 2 sets of armor. And then she brings you into this door. And inside is this Warforged who is wearing these blue robes. And it's inside this circle of arcane symbols. and it seems to be inactive. And she goes into the room and would like you to follow Crake. Do you?
Yes.
Cool. So, what can you do? What do you think's wrong with him?
I stare at the Warforged.
Yeah.
Well, you see, here's the problem with it. It's not alive,
What do you mean?
and it's not dead.
Yeah.
I can't really do things that aren't alive or dead. If you got any dead bodies lying around, I'd be happy to take them off your hands.
I don't deal with organics generally.
Oh, okay. Then can I make an Arcana check?
Yeah.
17.
What are you trying to figure out?
What's wrong? Is there anything that is interrupting the magical flow that's stopping this thing from working?
Let me just take a look. Yes. It doesn't have a power source.
May I confer with my compatriots for just a second?
Sure. Anything can help.
So, hey, everyone, huddle up. So, I figured out what's wrong with this thing. Do you think we should help her?
Having her owe us a favor.
All right, we got one for owing us a favor. Dohftoff, Birkin, Fin-Rik. Shit.
Well, I mean, she didn't seem exactly willing to help us. I mean, if you can get her guarantee before you do it, I'd say that's probably better.
That's a good point. You make a good point. Dohftoff?
I don't trust it. Something non-living that can control.
It is a sentient being.
But what gods govern its life and its death?
Same as ours.
Okay. All right. You all make some very good points. I'd like to walk back over and say, and go into the room and be like, if I help you with this, will you help us when it comes time to fight the deep one? If it comes to a fight.
If you can help me get this working and give me resources, I can build you an army.
All right. So, hey, Eric.
Yeah?
I still have that magic shard in my inventory, don't I?
That's what I was thinking.
Do you?
I do. I never took it out.
Okay.
So I'd like to take it, and I'd like to shove it into the space where the power core goes.
Before you do that, I figure someone ought to do this. So I might as well do it. Can I just see like an insight check on this promise and their intentions on what to do once they get this thing fixed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, either Footfalls or Dohftoff, as he was.
Yeah. I mean, we can help each other.
Okay. Yeah. Whoever has the higher bonus can roll with advantage if they'd like.
I have an 8. What do you got?
6.
Okay.
For it.
Oh, sweet. 18.
Okay. Yeah, this woman seems pretty intent on getting the chronomancer working. And she seems pretty apathetic about everything else, but doesn't seem to be like lying. She's like she will
Okay.
she
But,
will
like,
hold
what
her
about-
end of the bargain.
Okay. But do I get any sense of like intentions?
Oh, like what she wants to do
After.
after?
Yeah.
If you weren't allying with her, I would tell you what her intentions would have been. But now that you are allying with her, I don't know what her intentions are.
Okay, so because we're interfering, her plans have changed.
Yeah. So her initial plan was to get this guy working and start stealing resources from you guys. But now it seems like she can do that without stealing.
See, we're making her a better person.
Yeah. Yeah. She probably... I mean, she wants the resources to do something. I guess it would be attack someone, probably get revenge for something that they did. And she needs an army for it, but before she does that, she will use her army with you. Unless you take too long.
Good enough for me. Slam it in the power source.
Okay, yeah. So the power source goes in. This shard, this blue glowing rock, goes into the chest cavity, and then the chest cavity closes over it, and the eyes light up this bright orange color, and it like looks around and says, "Well, it's about damn time."
C-3PO.
Who are you all? And the woman next to you is like, I am Calabystra, and I got you working again.
Well, my name's Crake, and I'm actually the one who helped get you working in the first place. I mean, like she did a lot of the work. To be fair, but like kind of linchpin.
She rolls her eyes and like, I fixed you up. I found you. He just plugged you in. Like, well,
but you wouldn't have been able to do it
much
without
care either way. Who are you? What are you? Human and Azamar, right? She nods.
I give him a thumbs up.
What are we doing? Are we going to steal things? Are we going to research? You woke me up. You must have a plan.
We're just us four, and I point to my group.
Yeah, he looks out the doors like, oh, there's more. Hi. He waves at the rest of you. Cool. Yeah, what year is it?
We have never established a calendar here.
So you just tell him the year, and he's like, oh, wow, that is a while. Where was I?
Anyways, she can fill you in on the details. We're just going around eventually gathering allies to fight the Deep One.
What?
So yeah.
The
You
deep
know,
one.
the deep one.
The deep one's dead.
Ah, you see, that's where you're wrong. It's actually back. I would show you it, that it's still alive, but I kind of use it already up for the week, so
And she, like, the chronomancer looks at Calabystra, and she's like, she nods at it and is like, oh.
Footfalls, do the thing.
Okay, I do the thing.
And it, like, if it could look in fear, it would. You want to fight the deep one.
Yeah.
Should make for an interesting tale if you survive.
Well, we've already got the Empire on our side. They're
Well,
what,
that's
summer?
good.
Are they summer?
Yeah, they are.
I think we have winter on our side. Do we have winter on our side, people?
And it chuckles again. Summer and winter.
And then my friend over there, the half orc, he might be helping us out with Autumn.
Huh.
His queen's the queen of Autumn, I think. Right? She's the queen of Autumn.
Yes.
Yeah, she's the queen of Autumn.
So you're just
And-
missing spring?
Do we have spring, guys?
We met some centaurs from spring.
We're working on spring.
Well, if you can reunite them, I suppose that could be enough. But you'll need the heart, and that's gone.
Well, we all have plenty of heart.
And it looks at you.
All right, time for another drum roll.
I'm sure you do, but you'll need my heart. And others like it.
Okay, fork it over.
Well, not anymore. This is mine. Get your own.
Oh, you mean the power shards?
Yeah, get as many of those as you can.
All right.
And
Hey,
you'll have a
guys.
chance.
We're going to have to find some more of those shards of magic, just a heads up. And this entire time when I've been talking to them, I've been like leaning out the door.
Yeah.
We
So yeah,
Um,
we'll go around getting all that stuff, and then you can help us out. And if she keeps up her end of the bargain, what's your name, bud?
Calabystra.
All right. So if Calabystra keeps up her end of the bargain and makes a bunch of robo-men, you help us. We get all the different pieces of heart together. We get the 4 seasons working together. I think this will work out well.
I mean, yeah, it sounds like you've got a plan.
Would you believe it if I said we were just making this up as we go along?
I would.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is, what's the deep one been up to? Because when I was, last awake, the deep one was thought to be destroyed.
That's a good question. Based on my conversation with it, it seems it wants to eat all of our soul.
You spoke to it.
Once or twice.
Where?
So funny story. I've been going around opening little portals mention, and it can speak through my undead minions.
Its jaw is just down. I guess whatever works.
Yeah. It's a terribly boring conversationalist, all things considered. It could really use a couple of different topics than give me your soul and I'll give you power. I said no, by the way.
Good. And Calabystra is like looking around, is like, so I'm sure you're all busy. I have some questions of my own to ask, and I'd like you all to not be here.
Okay. Do you have a name? Footfalls asks to the chronomancer.
I did, but it got lost somewhere along the way.
Would you like a new one?
I have a new one. I am the Chronomancer.
That is the title, not a name.
Well, if one comes to mind, then by all means.
Okay, well, guys, time to shine. Go for
Or are we just doing a rapid fire? I mean,
it.
that seems a bit odd. I mean, if you think of one, sure, but
I don't know, Fin-Rik, what do you think? What's a good name for this guy?
Metal Man.
Metal Man. I like it. What do you?
I think the Chronomancer looks into the fourth wall. It's like, I'm not a superhero.
Dohftoff?
Dohftoff remains silent.
All right.
Sparky.
Do I look broken?
You look bright.
We'll see.
How about 1 second here?
I'm just gonna go with like Jim.
The Deep 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
I think at this point, Calabystra is starting to push you out of the room, and Red is escorting the rest of you down the stairs. It's like, hey, can we get a move on? You've had your fun. Thanks for helping us. Let us get to work.
Okay. Because we've established now that I have really high perception, I'm going to try and use it at every turn now. And I'd like to listen to their conversation from a distance if possible.
Can you make a roll?
Okay. It's worth a shot.
All right. So I don't know what it is exactly because I have not thought of this yet.
You want to
But
tell me later?
yes, remind me, and I
Okay.
will come up with something.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys are escorted out. You hang around for a while so that Footfalls can listen in. And then I guess you continue on your merry way.
Yeah.
Red actually follows you out after you start to leave. Like, y'all are building a train, yes?
Yep.
You've seen it.
I have.
You try to blow it up.
You blew it up.
Hey. You started it.
It was a test. Anyway,
We passed.
you did, with flying colors. Anyway,
And flying robotic men, too, if I remember correctly.
shut up. It would be beneficial and ease our transaction if you built it this way.
So build it towards Scova Tower.
Have a
it be another
station.
station. Mhm. Okay.
Then you can provide us with the metals that we require.
Interesting. Okay, guys. So we have a series of quests now. We have to take the workers to the mines. We have to get the blacksmith over there, and then we get the metals from the mines over to the train, and then the train takes it over to the tower. All right, great. We've got this whole assembly line going for you.
Yeah.
This is our factory setup right here.
Someone is at my door. Hold on.
All right, guys. Everyone gets 2,000 XP.
However, you need to get to the next level.
Yeah, that's right now. I'm the DM now. Battle Royale rules.
Everyone fight.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Uh-oh. Audience, please tell me what they said.
That's your prop. There is no audience.
Yeah. Anyway. Regardless of what you said, you continue on to Port Scova. It takes the rest of the day before you get to these hills. And then you can actually see there's a body of water off, continuing down the road. And you keep going. The next day, you put up your hut, and in the morning, cross through the hills. And I guess actually it probably takes 2 days to get through the hills. And you get to Port Scova. It's this small port town. There are ships coming in and out through this body of water. Not particularly large ships, but large enough. It has more buildings than there are buildings being used. It seems that it used to be a more bustling place, but the outskirts of the town are dilapidated ruins, and the more central part has been better kept. There is a wall around the town. And yeah, you get to Port Scova and meet with your new blacksmith.
Right, that's what we were doing.
Yeah. Yes, you are here for a blacksmith.
Well, more than just find a blacksmith in a way.
Yeah. Let's get this blacksmith a name. Yeah.
Oh, come on, you're gonna have us pick up a blacksmith and you didn't even know the blacksmith's damn name?
I forgot to do it. I made a mental note and then I didn't do it. His name is Lobos Resnick. Or Lubos. Lubos. His name is Lubos. He's a 30-something-year-old human. He's, Imperial employed. I think he's probably part of the Phoenix Guard. He's been shipped in to the port town, and he's like, "So, I'm Lubos. Nice to meet you."
Good to meet you, Lubos.
You're a half-orc.
Yes, Fin-Rik's the name.
Cool.
Is that going to be a problem?
No, I've just never met a half-orc before.
Neither had I.
Yeah, they're not native to the Empire.
Yes, I hail from the east.
Cool. And he looks at you, Crake. He's like, you look familiar.
Do I? I doubt it.
Must be one of those faces.
Yeah, people say that a lot about me.
All right.
I assure you everything you've heard is wrong.
Let's hope.
Just reminded of the scene in Red Dead Redemption 2 with Arthur Morgan saying, "I have an unfortunate face."
I haven't played it, so.
Well, it has.
All right. Sorry, I'm just writing some notes. You find Lubos Resnick, and you head back to the Bully Tower. And you happened to roll really well on the random encounter chart because there's nothing that happens from here to there. Until you get to the Bully Tower. Yeah.
All right. Guys, we've done such a great job of clearing the woods. Everything's dead.
I mean, it's not even that it's clear. You just got really lucky on your rolls. There's like, how many days is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 days. Oh, actually, everyone roll a d20. All right, cool. Michael, can you make a Dex saving throw? Okay, yeah, that's fine. So after a few days of walking, you're back in the grasslands, and a thunderstorm rolls in, and Mike, you're almost struck by lightning. But you are not. You get very close to being struck by lightning.
It's the oddest thing.
So wait, it was like a storm came out of nowhere and he nearly got hit by lightning.
No, it's just a regular thunderstorm.
Okay.
I'm just speeding through it because nothing else happens for the rest of the week. But yeah, you get to Livoli Tower, or Livoli Station, and Porter, says hello again. It's like, so, you find anything?
Oh, we found our blacksmith.
Yeah, I can see that. Nice.
Oh, and you're going to want to build your railroad out to a tower that's off that way. And I pointed directly.
Yeah, you point basically due west. All right, yeah, we can do that. We have permission.
There's a tower there with a weird hut with a bunch of spider legs. There's a lady there and a really annoying red dragonborn. We're going to be doing some trade with them.
All right, sounds good.
I would also like to ask again, do we get audited this time?
You do not.
Man, the actor for Zorfus was cast in another role in a different show, and he's just busy this week.
The audience is severely let down. Fan favorite.
Yeah, it's my fave too. Anyway, that day, nighttime about, 4 people approach the tower. From a distance, you can see that they are, robed One of them is carrying this large rectangle that's covered in some sort of cloth and like wrapped with rope on its back. And they approach the tower, and who greets them? Or do you let Porter do it?
I'll say back.
Dohftoff can greet them with Porter.
Okay.
Hello, strangers.
Oh, hey there. We were hoping to take the train in, but I guess it hasn't been built yet, has it?
We are presently working on that.
Oh, good, yeah.
We're still working on it, eh?
So we were wondering
It'll be
if we
fixed by
could
tomorrow.
come in, and they're like, oh yeah, we were wondering, could we stay here for the night? We're trying to get to Zarnimsa. Oh yeah, Zarnimsa's where we're going, I forgot.
Sure, what's in Zarnetso? What's all this hubbub about?
Oh, are you coming over to greet them too?
No, I'm just making fun of their obviously Canadian accent.
Okay. So, Dohftoff, you're greeting them, right?
Mhm.
So what do you say to them?
Dohftoff looks at him and says, train's not really for public travel right now. What's your business in Zarnamsa?
Oh, well, we're gonna sell magic items. Yeah, we got a shop over there. Well, we don't got a shop over there yet, but we will have a shop over there. Oh, yeah, it hasn't been built yet. Oh, well, I mean, we're not gonna build it. We're just gonna put the door up. All right, yeah, we don't need... Oh, we're not gonna get into specifics, but we're just gonna put this door up, and then we'll have a shop. I assume you're all okay with that, right?
I remember one of my companions mentioning something about opening a magic shop, or a magic shop opening soon.
Oh, yeah, we heard about the want ad, and we decided to come over. I mean, I guess we already decided to come over, but we gotta do it again, I guess. Anyway,
I guess
are we
I'll
allowed in?
eventually make my way over to see what's going on. So, what's these people want, Dohftoff?
They say they're going to be opening up the magic item store.
Oh, you're going to be opening up the magic store, eh?
Oh, yeah, we've got a large supply of tomes and various items and ores, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's just wonderful. You know, I've been out here for months now and haven't found hide nor hair of proper tomes or magical items. Don't you know?
Oh, yeah, I can tell, yeah. Your items are all wonky and stuff. Oh, yeah, you noticed that too, did ya? Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, when you're out in the wilds, it's hard to get everything, you know?
Oh, I could tell, yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah, so you're just going to want to go down these tracks, eh? And the town of Zarnetso is just a little bit away. I think we might be taking the train. So you can help. You can come with us, too.
Oh, good, yeah. We were hoping to catch the train back at the city, but it hasn't been built yet.
No, we're still building it.
Yeah, we could tell.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
they come in. I assume you let them in.
Yep. And then I just turn to Dohftoff and just be like, you gotta know how to speak their language.
Yeah, so they're these four men. They are robed and have bald heads with rings of glowing letters around their heads. They have like a non-human skin color, but I don't know what it is. And yeah, and so one of them, the one not holding the door, says, "Oh, I guess we gotta do introductions, I guess, yeah?"
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm Grayson Crake. I'm the one who put out that wanted ad, eh?
Oh, nice. Yeah, we heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Right. So,
And this is Footfalls. He's a good guy. He's a good little bird.
oh yeah, we can tell. He looks nice.
He is. This is Dohftoff. He's a good little guy as well. And that's Fin-Rik. He's a good big guy.
Fin-Rik.
Fin-Rik. Shit, I am so sorry. Whenever I mispronounce it, just assume that I'm pronouncing it correctly, because that's Kit who cannot quite get a grasp on it. It's not.
Oh, okay. I mean, either way works.
Both
You know,
are kind of
like-
funny.
Crake understands it. I do not.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, these four guys.
And this fella here, his name's Porter. He's the one who's actually building the train, you know.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's a good feat of engineering. It's nice. Much easier to get around, or like at least it will be. Anyway, so my name is Lumos Pat. His name is Lumos Pat. That guy's name is Lumos Pat, and I always forget your name. Oh yeah, it's Lumos Pat.
Well, nice to meet you, Lumos Pat, Lumos Pat, Lumos Pat, and Lumos Pat.
Oh no, it's Lumos Pat.
Lumos Pat. I'm dreadfully sorry about that.
Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, and you can see they are all identical.
Definitely not taking from Critical Role right now.
No, definitely not taken from Critical Role. So yeah, we I guess that's everything we had to say for now, but once we set up shop, we can start doing trades, trading magic items, trading what are those things called? The glowing rocks. They're oh yeah, the glowing rocks, yeah.
Oh, you have a bunch of glowing rocks.
Oh,
Can I see
we don't have them, but we're happy to take them off your hands if you want some magic items. They're pretty valuable and can only be
we're
found in
actually
this
looking at-
area
we're
for
at-
some reason.
We're actually looking to get our own little collection of these little glowing rocks.
Oh, you're starting a rock collection. That's nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So if you have anyone who's looking to get rid of them, we'd be more than happy to buy them. You know.
Oh, well, we might be able to work a deal out. Yeah, we could get magic items for the rocks. Yeah, that'd be good.
That sounds like a good deal to me.
Cool. Yeah, the day passes by uneventfully after that. If you want to have a scene, now is the time.
Never before have I heard a character with that accent from you, Eric.
I've been working on it for a while.
It's really good.
Thanks. Yeah. So the day passes, the next day happens, and you guys all get on the train with your new friend. Wow, great. Resnick and Lumos Pat, and Lumos Pat. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, what? Where is it? Oh, whatever. We'll just use these. Yeah, so you get on the train. Footfalls, I assume you're on top of the train again. And I would like y'all to arrange yourselves as you would be standing.
Oh.
I'm assuming that the piece that I'm on is the roof.
Yes, that top bit is the roof.
Okay. I would be like here.
I guess I should make...
These four identical-looking individuals are the Lumos Pat.
That would be Lumos Pat. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a particular like window that has a good vent? The like the countryside.
I mean, any of them can be used to look out into the countryside. I guess closer to the front is probably better, but I don't know.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll
so
just
you're
say that.
about to pass through a bunch of woods.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm just making some last-minute adjustments. And we're good. So yeah, Footfalls. As the train is going, you're, flying, or at least pretending to. You see in the trees above you a group of goblins. And they have hooks.
Above.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're clearly intending to attack.
Yeah. You can see they're waiting for the train to get near, and they're going to jump down. And I guess as you see this, they do, in fact, jump down and put their hooks onto the train so that they don't fall off. And I will place the goblins.
And while you're doing that, we can roll initiative.
Yes. Roll for the goblins. Oh, whoops. Good thing it does it anyway. All right.
We're missing Fin-Rik.
Yeah. So, Fin-Rik, what you gotta do is click on your character, and then, yeah. Good.
Oh, awesome.
Identical roll.
Wow, that was handy.
Yeah, so a bunch of goblins drop down onto the train, and it is initiative.
Okay. I guess I get initiative.
Yep.
Makes sense also because I can see them. Yeah, so I was gonna shout the alarm.
Okay.
Just
Alarm!
I mean, it might literally be that, or it could be like something more artificial sounding.
Right.
Like, I don't know, what, like alarm bells for like a city or something like that.
Yeah.
But he's just, yeah. Makes
Okay.
a bunch of noise, stomps on the roof, and proceeds to attack these guys. Okay, yeah, let's do this. I'll attack this one.
All right.
22 hit.
Yes.
Okay, 13 damage.
Okay. It is bloodied.
Okay. Another attack. 13.
Misses.
Okay. And
It's, I've got this shield that it blocks your blow with.
Okay. And then a punch. That
Misses.
also misses.
Manages to back up out of the way.
Okay, I'm going to use a key point to make another strike, but I'm going to do it this one instead,
Okay.
just to see if I can do something. 18 hit. Does that?
Yep.
It does. Okay. That deals 11 damage.
Okay.
And
this
I'd like
one is
it to-
also bloodied.
And I'd like it to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okie dokes.
Oh, wait. No, sorry. Strength saving throw.
Oh, okay. Same bonus.
Okay. So, it's a 14.
Yeah, 14.
I'm doing the math right. That is a failure.
Okay.
It's,
What happens?
it's fine. Yeah, so 6. Yeah, okay. Though that one gets sent flying 15 feet off the edge of the train.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Cool.
Does it take additional damage for flying off of a moving train?
Yeah. Let's say 2d6. Yeah. It Wilhelm screams and dies.
Okay, great. Use that as my intimidation move.
Nice.
That's my turn.
All right, Crake, it is your turn. Alarm bells are going off upstairs, and there's some rattling.
Is Porter around anywhere?
No. There is a person driving the engine, and there's Resnick and Lumos Pat, and Lumos Pat. They're all in the train car with you.
Okay. I'm just gonna say. Oh wait. The train is still moving.
Yes.
These wheels right here.
Yeah.
How tall is the train?
I don't know. It's where you're standing is probably 4 feet above the ground, and then the train is probably like another 8 feet tall. What you doing?
So, like, say if I was to cast a little something like, oh gosh, I don't know, Shatter. I could theoretically get these top two and the one on the back here without blowing up the wheels.
Theoretically.
Shatter is a 10-foot radius sphere, so I can just get the top of it. All right, great. And that one with... Actually, I wouldn't know that, but I'm just going to get...
The poor mechanics that have to fix this fucking train after you do stuff to it.
Wow, that is terrible damage.
You rolled 3 1s. Okay, so what do I have to do? Con saves?
Yep.
Okay. So that one fails. That one fails. And that one succeeds.
Oh, was it a deck save?
So
whoops.
those two take 11.
Same bonus.
He takes 5 if we're rounding down, 6
Yeah.
if we're rounding up. But he also drops and falls. Does he fall off the back of the train because there is now suddenly no back of the train? He takes 8 feet of fall damage.
Hold on. Let me read the spell. Each creature entering the sphere, Constitution save. Non-magical object that isn't being worn also takes the damage. So what happens is you push forth this sonic burst, and destroy like
Pretty much that same green section.
this whole area, right?
Yep.
So yeah, what happened
Except
is
that, except the top hatchway isn't destroyed.
oh, okay.
You have kind of
I'll get rid of that. Right. Yeah. Just that bit. Cool. So wait, do you not get this one?
which one?
This one.
Oh, no. Oh, I missed. Yeah. I'll get that hatchway as well. Why not?
Okay.
So does that also mean that ladder is destroyed?
Yes.
Minor point of technicality. Don't you need to move closer to cast this? I thought it was emanating from you.
No, that's a
Shatter.
thunder wave. Shatter's
Oh,
different.
Thunderwave. Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's
All
just a 60 foot range.
So the train erupts again.
Pretty soon there's
And-
going to be a rule of like no wizards allowed on the train or something.
Pretty soon. I think, yeah, these two both fall in to the train. The platform that you would stand on is still fine, but I'll do D6 to each of them. The one in front is bloodied. And so is this one, apparently. But not the one in the middle. Is that all?
That's all I can do, I believe.
Okay. Cool. Dohftoff.
Yeah, Dohftoff's gonna around one of the Lumos's pat and begin with a spiritual weapon bonus action cast,
Okay.
attacking this one close.
Right. 22 hits.
Dealing 9 force damage.
Yeah. It dies.
Yes. So the
So yeah, what is the
the now
spiritual
patented
weapon?
spiritual weapon looking like a weight on a chain, weight attached to a chain, kind of like a flange, but instead of a ball with spikes on it, it is much like a master of coins would be weighing out appropriate payments. It's just this big weight that comes crashing down upon its head.
Cool. Yeah, it crashes out the door and onto the ground as you leave it behind.
The confirmation of the platform, like the standing area, is still fine for the first level of the train.
Standing area is fine.
All right, and seeking to perform his Phoenix Guard duties and protect the civilians, Dohftoff puts himself in the way and swings his mace at this man right here.
Yeah.
And crits.
Wow. Nice. Yeah, this one's a bit different. It doesn't have a shield, but it does have the rest. Okay. 9 damage?
9 damage.
Nice. Is that it? All right. Fin-Rik.
Okay. Can I see this guy right in front of me?
This guy? Yeah, so he is just outside you know how trains have like a little patio just outside?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like that. So there's a door in between you, and the door is currently closed, but it's easy enough to open the door and attack if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna go check out what's there, and seeing that goblin, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay. Can you put it in the chat?
Oh, sorry. You know what? That bring up the spell.
Weird. I guess it's not important at the moment.
Sometimes spells are just weird like this.
Yeah, you gotta make sure they show up. There's
Oh, okay.
I know what to do. Hold on. Hunter's Mark. Use this one. Include description in attack. It should work now. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, you can see them. And when you attack them, you deal extra damage.
Yes.
Cool.
So I'm gonna pull out my great cloak.
Alright. And I take it you'll swing. That'll hit.
Ah.
Nice. 10 damage. Nice.
Remind me not to ever have you attack me.
And there's the Hunter's Mark damage there.
Oh, well, I figured the Hunter's Mark was just going to be the 4.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure since I rolled it before.
No, that's fine. If it didn't hit, then it would be ignored. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, cool. The goblins are going to take their turns. So the one that you just hit with your club is going to attack you with its scimitar. It's going to attack twice.
Missing a hit.
Okay, so deals 7 damage. And then Footfalls, you're going to be flanked by these two, and they're going to try and hit you.
At disadvantage.
Okay. So There's a flurry of swords at you. They don't hit.
Mm-hmm. It's just a Matrix scene.
Yeah. This goblin is going to walk through the now broken wall and move to attack Dohftoff. So that's going to be 7 damage to you. That's going to attack you again. What's your AC?
18.
Okay, so breaks it. So 12 total. And then this goblin in front of you, oh, weird, is going to transform into a big shadow dog.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes these things get thrown in random into a fight, and we're just like, what the fuck?
And it is going to attack you with its bite.
Nope.
And hold on a moment. I think I wrote something down wrong. I did not. Yeah, and that is its turn. And then Lumos Pat, the one closest to you, it speaks up. Is like, "Oh, hey, that's a barghest, ain't it?" And another one's like, "Oh yeah, those are fiends. Those aren't any good for you. Yeah, you want to avoid it if you can." And so they just start giving a running commentary of what's going on. It's like, "Oh yeah, don't let them eat you. And they'll take your soul. You don't want that."
So they're not even in the fight. They don't have initiative. They're just like...
Nope. They're just giving running commentary on what's going on. It's like, "Oh, hey, look, barghest. That's weird. Oh, yeah, can't those eat souls? Yeah, they can, I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, demons. You don't want to fight demons. No, it's not a demon. It's a fiend." It's like, "Oh, what's the difference?" It's like, "Oh, well, demons are from hell and fiends aren't." Anyway, Footfalls, it's your turn.
Okay. Attack the bloodied one here.
Okay.
With the quarterstaff. 20, I believe it does hit.
Yep.
9.
It also Wilhelm screams.
Okay. And I'll just use one bit of my movement to go over there.
Okay.
This one.
I know what you're doing.
I made, see if it survives that first.
Yeah, I mean, it's bloodied now.
Okay. Time to punch. 10 does not hit.
Nope.
Punch again.
Does not hit. Sorry.
I
nodded,
okay.
but it was not. I shouldn't have nodded.
Okay.
All right.
All
So
right.
yeah,
Well,
you
that's fine.
knock one off. You bloody the other.
And that's
Crake.
Is there any way I can get to that bar gas without? Well, can I like push that goblin out of the way and get in the place of the bar gas?
You can make a shove attack on the goblin to move it. But that would
sounds
be
like an
your
action.
attack. That would be your action.
I'm going to get right here.
Okay.
And I'm just going to
magic missile.
Burning Hands it. So
Okay.
I only get the bar guest and the goblin, not the not Dohftoff.
Halfling.
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea. So I have to make dexterity
Thank you.
saves. The goblin fails.
Ooh.
And the Barghest succeeds. So how much damage?
13.
13. The goblin roasts alive. And dies and falls off the train.
And can I do something to like try and get this Barghest to focus on me? Wait, the Barghest is not bloodied, is it?
No.
Okay, well then hopefully I'll have enough time.
All right. Dohftoff.
Dohftoff. The bonus action spiritual weapon is going to swing down on the Barghest.
Yep.
21.
That hits.
For 10 force damage.
10 force.
And then for action, Dohftoff's going to cast blindness.
Okay. So are you picking blindness or deafness?
Blindness.
All right. So con save.
That succeeds.
Okay. So yeah, what does this spell look like as you cast it?
Spell is Dohftoff kind of crouching behind his shield, and that hound emblem in the center of it glows, and a cloud of white and black intermingling smoke kind of forms this gray malaise that drifts over the Barghest, but the Barghest kind of just shakes it away and it doesn't settle in.
Cool. Anything else?
No.
All right. Fin-Rik, you are up.
Okay.
Facing one-on-one versus this goblin.
Yeah. I'm going to take another swing at it.
All right. That hits. Nice. You managed to bloody it.
Is the Hunter's Mark still in effect?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Nice. Yeah, so
One.
it's bloodied, and it is single digits. Bloodied, in case... I mean, you didn't play 4th edition, so bloodied means it's half health.
Okay, gotcha.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it for now.
Okay. This goblin is gonna try and attack you. I think that hits.
Yep.
All right. Some people have really high ACs, and I just want to make sure. Oof.
Dang.
So you take 13 points of damage. And Footfalls, this goblin is going to attack you. With disadvantage on both. Arrgh. And then the Barghest. The Barghest is going to jump up onto the other level and
Is there
attack
enough space for it
Footfalls.
up there?
Yeah, come at me.
And it actually says as it like jumps up, it's like, "You're mine, Footfalls."
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
You do,
Yeah.
and it does address you by name.
Nice.
That hits.
4 for the road.
Nice.
Does it have enough space to stand up there?
It's crunching itself.
It's nimble like a cat.
Yeah.
Like a dog cat.
Yeah. It's gonna try and bite you, but it does not. And then it is your turn.
Okay. I guess I'm focusing fire on the big one now. Forget about the goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That's staff.
That hits.
13. 13 damage.
13.
23 also hits.
23 also hits.
12 damage.
Oh, okay. It is bloodied.
18.
Also hits.
7 damage.
Okay.
And definitely using another attack. 12.
All right. That does not.
Okay. However, con save, please.
All right. 4.
Okay, that is a failure. It is now stunned.
Okay.
Also, because I can do no wait no because that hit miss. Okay, so it is merely stunned.
Right. So it misses its next turn.
Mhm.
Actually, let me look at what stun does.
Here, let me put it. Well, actually, no, it doesn't show up on my character sheet. It has to.
I have a bookmark.
Mhm. Mhm.
Stunned creatures incapacitated, of course, can't move and can't speak. Why doesn't it tell me what incapacitated does?
If you look in D&D Beyond, if you mouse
Yeah.
over the word incapacitated, it should tell you what incapacitated means.
Incapacitated, can't take actions or reactions. And then also cannot move, cannot speak, automatically fails dex and strength saves.
If it can't move, would it still be able to stand up?
Yes,
Okay.
because I don't want to complicate things.
So I have a question for you. Wait,
Yeah.
Are you done with your turn? Footfalls?
Yeah.
Can I reach the bar guest from where I am now? Like physically touch?
No.
Can I try and like jump up and just grab it? Like even like it's just its tail or leg or something?
Yeah. You'd have to make an athletics or acrobatics roll.
Will that do it?
No.
Then I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Will that do it?
Yes.
I'm going to jump up, and as I do, I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay.
Oh, so it just since I'm not using my Wand of the War Mage, since it's a touch attack, it's just 19. Does that 19 hit?
19 hits.
And do I have to cast it at the spell level that I got it at? Like, say if it's a first level spell, can I cast it at a fourth level spell?
What?
Because Inflict Wounds, I got it as one of my research ones.
Oh, yeah. That has to be the spell that it is. You can't... Well...
Can I cast it at a higher level?
No. I don't think so. I remember there was a way to do it, but I don't think you rolled to have it added to your spell book.
Wait, what do you mean?
I think because you got it through research, right?
Right. right?
I think-
But it's a 1 per long week thing.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure some of it says you add it to your spell book and some of them don't.
Okay, well, first level's fine anyways, I suppose. What?
Eight damage.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. It never is added to your spell book. So you can't cast it at a higher level because you only have it at the 1 level. So 8 damage.
That can't be it. That can't be all I can do.
It's 3d10.
Yeah, except I got 2 3s and a 2. That's BS.
Shit happens. That's all you were gonna do, right?
So yeah, for the next turn, I'm a spooky skeleton.
Oh, right, that's this one. Cool. Dohftoff. Your friend turns into a skeleton. I'm pretty sure you've seen this before.
Dohftoff has, and he doesn't like it. He really doesn't like it.
What do you do?
It tries to put it out of his mind, trying to prioritize threats.
Just imagine what
Friend
happens was he
skeleton
just jumps up and then lands back down, and now he's a skeleton.
Skeleton.
Oh my god, I'm a real life superhero.
Yeah.
Oh, Fin-Rik, whenever I cast this one spell, for 1d4 rounds, all of my flesh magically melts off my bones and leaves me to be a black skeleton with claws.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really edgy.
Why isn't it in the description of the spell?
Because it's only a partial description that I set up.
No, but it's not in the description of the spell when I open it in your character sheet. The bit where you turn into a skeleton.
Ah, well.
I'll add it later. Dohftoff, what do you do?
Yes, that spiritual weapon weight on a chain is following the Barghest up.
Right.
Wherever he goes, it follows. 14 does not hit, I presume.
No, it does not.
All right. Dohftoff's going to take a knee and cast for his action Toll the Dead. A cantrip.
Okay.
The DC Wisdom save. God darn it.
A
Fails.
9.
He usually points it straight out, but he raises the shield, pointing the hound's emblem directly at the Barghest. And a distant yet ever-present toning of a bell comes right over the Barghest's form, and it is inflicted with, unfortunately, 3 necrotic damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't it 8?
8. It's so the first number is if the target hasn't taken any damage, it's a 1d8, and the second number is a 1d12 if it has taken damage. Oh wait, no, hang on a second. Sorry, I just hit 5, so that should scale, right?
Yeah.
Whoops. You want me to roll again or just roll another d12?
Just roll another d12.
All right. Sorry about that. So it's hot 5 necrotic damage coming in.
Nice. Yeah. The bell tolls for the Barghest.
Yes.
And
that's what
yeah, Lumos Pat looks at the two of you and is like, "Oh, are you both necromancers? That's pretty cool, huh?"
I'm nothing of the sort.
Dohftoff is offended. Crake is kind of
Passively admitting it.
yeah.
Legally, I have to say no.
Right. Dohftoff, I think it's the end of your turn, right?
It is, yes.
All right. Fin-Rik. What do you
Okay.
do?
Can I see like our this patio that I'm on? There are like railings, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Could I attempt to shove him off the train?
Yeah, definitely.
Hells to the yeah.
He'll get a advantage to resist you, but you can still do it. You're
All right,
more
try
than
it.
definitely stronger than this creature.
Okay.
Um,
What athletics?
yeah, you make an athletics, and then they make athletics for...
This is an inspiration for me.
There you go.
All right, yeah.
Big inspiration.
Oh my god!
Oh,
The 1 in 400
What?
chance.
Nice.
oh my god.
Yeah,
How
so
does that
you
even happen?
charge this goblin, and it's ready for you. You push it, and it, like, gets its legs stuck in the railings and, like, digs in so that it's leaning back and holding on with its feet.
Okay.
It was nice knowing you, Fin-Rik.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And-
see that, and I'm gonna attempt to run the hell away with my movement.
Okay, yeah. It will get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
6.
That misses.
Okay. Cool.
And then I'm gonna sing a skeleton.
Right.
Hi, Fin-Rik, I say.
What the hell are you?
Do you even have vocal cords? Do you even have lungs to, like, speak?
Magic.
Okay.
I thought you still had everything. Like the rest of your body just appeared translucent.
No, it melts
It
away.
disappears. It glows with black lightning, and then he has a skeleton. And he gets a bonus against missile attacks.
As you know, skeleton.
Yeah.
Skeleton.
So Footfalls. The goblin here is going to try and shove you off the train.
All right.
Oh, how
So
turntables.
I have to oppose, or do they first have to grab me?
They do not.
Because
Not a grab.
okay.
They just
Alright,
get
so
to
do I-
make a athletics, but they don't have athletics. They just have strength, so they get a 20. You can
Mhm.
do athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, acrobatics then.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
do I just jump out of the way and he runs right past where I was and right off the train?
No, but were this a movie, you would definitely switch places.
Okay.
But yeah, he tries to come in and, like, use the blunt of his sword to push you off. And you just, like, move the sword out of the way, and he stumbles back. And the Barghest doesn't
One of
get to
the-
take a turn.
Mhm. It's one of those blocks so that you just, like, slightly
Oh,
tilt the body
hold on.
and it just deflects completely.
Oh. That's funny and stupid. I'll do it. So you push the goblin back, and then the goblin's going to move 5 feet, and then push the Barghest.
Okay. Try to move it off.
No.
Yeah. And the Barghest falls here.
Can I make a deck save on this or something?
Yes, please make a dex save.
Do I have to do anything?
No. Oh, wait. Yes.
Wait, which one of us?
So it's actually Crake.
Okay, thank God.
All right, Crake, you and the Barghest are now prone.
It's not a love train.
Footfalls. It is your turn. Oh, wait.
Okay.
This goblin didn't go. Fin-Rik, the goblin that you left chases you back. And is going to attack you.
Damn it. Leaving the rest of them alone.
Yeah, like Lumos Pat, and Lumos Pat. I'll just like get out of the way as the goblin comes rushing in after Fin-Rik. Does 16 hit?
That just hits.
Okay. So you take 8 damage. Oh no.
Fin-Rik, are you hanging off the edge of the train right now? Okay,
No.
there we go.
1, 2, 3,
Dead?
4.
Are you dead?
He's downed.
6. And it's gonna keep charging and is gonna try and hit Crake, who is prone and will get advantage against. You're gonna cast your shield.
It wouldn't work. It wouldn't matter.
Oh, okay. So you take 7 damage.
All right, I can tank that.
All right. Now it is Footfalls' turn.
I'm not a first level anymore.
Yeah. So this goblin just barrels through the train. Footfalls, what do you do?
All right. Okay, I could hop down, no problem, right?
Yeah. You'd have to make an acrobatics check, but you'll probably make it.
All right, I'm
Like
tempting
DC
fate here.
12.
Yeah, I'm tempting fate a little bit here, but all right. I will hop down to here, which means I land here.
Okay. Yeah.
So goblin gets to attack you.
Yeah, I don't mind.
You land here. Now you're behind the thing.
Yeah, I intentionally made it so that I would. Okay, wherever I
mean,
wanted
if
to
you-
land.
You want to land there, then that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go. But make an acrobatics check, and I will roll my scimitar attack, which does not hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You jump down just fine.
All right. And now I'll make my attacks against this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Do
That
I
hits.
hit? 19 damage there. The
Nice.
quarterstaff. 10 damage. 15.
A 15 does not hit.
Key point. Punch again. Miss.
Okay.
All right. That's my turn. Well. Yeah, it was coming after me and saying my name. So, yeah, make a Constitution saving throw. I'm going to try to keep it stunned.
Alrighty. It
All right,
passes.
Yeah. All right.
Alright. Crake, you are prone. You've got a goblin next to you and a Barghest on top.
If I'm prone, can I still cast spells?
Probably.
All right.
Spell attacks, I think, still have disadvantage, but if it's got a save, then I think it's fine. So what you doing?
Thinking. Yeah, okay.
Who are you scorching?
I'm scorching the bar guest.
Okay.
No, wait, 1 second. It's not working. Does a 14 hit?
No.
12.
12 does not hit.
And I'm going to cast this at the 4th level.
Okay.
No. Third.
Okay.
13? No. All right. Well, that was a waste. But I'm back to normal now.
Okay, what does that mean?
All my flesh
Oh,
is back.
your flesh comes back in lightning. And you can stand up if you want.
I thought I'm trapped underneath a bar guest.
No, you're just prone. You're just in the same square and we're prone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I thought it like landed on me.
That was just for dramatic flair.
Oh, okay. Then I'll stand up.
All right, cool.
That's my turn.
Cool. Dohftoff.
Yeah, with no means of really getting over to Fin-Rik, now that I've seen my half-orc companion go down, I'm going to have to rely on bonus action at range as per my subclass specialties. Spare the Dying.
Okay.
Is,
All right, you can do it at range.
and as a bonus action, for whatever reason, this changed it.
Nice.
Gosh,
It'll
that
level
would have been
process.
nice a year ago.
For 2 of your previous characters.
So yeah, that has been cast on Fin-Rik.
Sick.
All right.
We're stable now. We'll get the healing later once I can get to you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And yeah, sorry, I'm just checking on one thing. If I so it's not a concentration spell. The spiritual weapon, if I don't use it on a turn, it just hangs out, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it just hangs out for the duration, which is 1 minute. So I can't use that. I will Toll the Dead again. Get ready for bells sounding.
All righty.
Why didn't that cast at the proper level?
You might have to change it manually.
Yeah, just roll another d12 for now.
It's got to do a wisdom save too.
Oh, right. My bad. Wisdom.
Nope, nothing happens.
Nothing happens?
Yeah, there's no half damage on it. It's a
wow.
It's a cantrip.
Right.
So kind of an all or nothing. Yeah, so the bell kind of sounds, but not as loud as before, not as clear, and it kind of gets muffled and fades away very quickly.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the turn.
Fin-Rik, you are stable, so you don't need to make a roll.
Great.
And the goblins.
I think I got it.
I need to check a rule quickly. Okay. So the Barghest, this shadow hound thing, stands up around, like surrounded by you all, and compresses itself into nothingness. It is casting a spell. Craig, if you'd like to roll Knowledge Arcana, you can.
13.
It is casting a teleportation spell.
Do we get like an attack of opportunity or something?
Not generally.
Okay, but this
there
is
is-
like a full round thing for them?
Yeah, that's their whole
Barghest?
round. They cast the spell and disappear.
Oh, and disappear.
Yeah.
One action cast.
Yep.
All right.
Leaving behind these two lonely goblins.
Yeah.
Bargeist goes away.
The goblin on top is gonna jump down.
Honestly, they would have better chances of jumping off the train.
It jumps down and it's gonna attack you, Dohftoff.
No.
Oh. And Crake.
Still ducking behind that shield.
Yeah.
Clang clang. I'm very small.
Do either of those hit you, Crake?
Not if I cast my shield spell, which I do.
Okay. So you cast your shield. What does it
And
look
my
like?
AC is now 15 until the beginning of my next turn.
Okay. What does this look like?
Just like a blue like a blue orb just kind of appears around me.
Okay, yeah. So this force field appears, sword stops. That is their turns. I do want to add a bit of flavor to the Barghest leaving. As it compresses itself into shadow and nothingness, you hear an echoing laugh, and I'll be back.
Of course.
And Footfalls, it is your turn.
I'd like to point out on my turn, as a bonus action, that is actually not a guest at a bar, but in fact a Bargeist.
Whatever.
No, I'll attack this nearby goblin here. That's a 15 hit.
Actually, that is how it's spelled, Barghest.
Yeah, but it's pronounced.
15
Bargeist.
does not hit. They got shields and chain shirts. They're well
20
equipped.
does hit.
20 does hit.
Whopping 10 damage.
Yeah, that dies.
Okay. I will move forward and punch this other one. 11 does not
11
hit.
does not.
Run low on key points. Punch again. 11 damage.
Yeah, did.
Okay. Sweet.
Cool.
All right, now let's get Fin-Rik back up.
I got that.
Yeah.
Are we out of combat?
Combat's over.
Combat
right?
is over. You have solved my train puzzle.
Not exactly a puzzle.
Combat is puzzles. It's a fighting puzzle.
So Dohftoff walks over to Fin-Rik, who's downed but breathing and stable, and pulls from within his robes out the underneath his armor the prayer necklace he's now wearing.
Nice.
And kind of shuffles around the beads and finds one made of golden topaz and holds it in his clenched fist, and a glow emits, and it casts Cure Wounds at a 2nd level. Don't know why that, but because Dohftoff has Circle of Mortality, when you cast a spell and hit a creature 0 hit points, you roll max. So that's 19 hit points.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So Fin-Rik, you feel life flow back into you. You wake up and combat's over.
Oh, thank you, friend.
Are you okay?
I am now. Thanks to you. What happened to that fiend?
Yeah.
Killed it.
And
Killed it. Totally dead.
And I turned to look at Footfalls. What's that all about, huh?
Footfalls, it said your name.
A common sound.
Nope. This was
What?
your name.
But it's
I totally killed it. 100%.
But no, it laughed and said it would be back.
And it was clearly casting a teleportation spell.
Okay, Eric, I have a guess.
Yeah.
I'm going to PM you this guess. All right.
Okay.
I wanted to do something too.
Okay. What do you? Yeah.
I wanted to cast like in character be like,
hold on a second.
and cast Primeval.
Okay.
See if I can't spot where the Barghest went.
Well, that's handy.
Cool. So what is it? You know for 1 minute if it is within 1 mile of you. Let me just pull up its stats so that I can remember how far it can go. For 1 minute per level of the spell slot you expend, you may sense whether the following types of creatures present. It doesn't reveal their number or location. Yes, it is still present.
Did the train conductor ever stop the train in the midst of all this commotion?
No,
Okay.
train's still going. You can tell him to stop if you want.
If it's still in a mile, we might have the chance to hunt it down.
Though you
This is
have no
Me
idea where
talking,
it is.
not Dohftoff. Yeah, we know it's within a mile radius. We have no idea where.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We could get lucky.
How them eyes, Footfalls.
Eyes also very fast.
Also, the cause of this Barghest attacking us.
Apparently.
So, Footfalls, how's it feel to be the one who's keeping secrets from that may or may not put them in danger?
You never kept secrets.
Okay,
You're very open.
so what does this Barghest want with us?
Footfalls.
For what reason?
Vengeance. of a sort.
I mean, really, there's only one kind of vengeance.
Footfalls shrugs. Of a sort. All right. So, are we stopping the train or are we not?
I say we
That's
keep
up to
going.
y'all.
Yeah,
Also because I'm exhausted
Okay.
and I say
I don't know how we would find him.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know how I would find him, but it's okay. We
It
can
could be
keep
really fast too.
going. Yeah,
It was a big dog.
maybe. Maybe.
plus magic.
I mean, if you want to go search him out, definitely. If you want to hunt him down, but that's
All right. Okay, Eric, we're doing a session with just me.
That is allowed technically.
No, we're good. Yeah. So is that the end of the session, or do we keep going to
So-
Morutka?
I had another couple things planned, but it's been 4 hours, and I am happy with the session. I had a lot of fun. I think y'all had a lot of fun. It didn't go
Excellent.
at all as
Really good.
planned, but it never does.
Isn't that
So
always the
I
case?
shouldn't be surprised.
What happened to Zorfus?
Yeah,
You'll have to find out.
that's the water cooler question that everybody would be talking about tomorrow.
Yep. So we'll do XP.
Yeah.
Let me just get the right amount for that fight.
All right. Session is over, guys. Heal yourselves.
Yeah.
Long rest.
Spell
Right.
slots and heals.
Yay, spell slots.
So you get 1900 for the train fight, 900 for the fight that would have happened if you failed your skill challenge. So that is 2,800. So that's 700 each, and then we add. Giants are not scared of spiders. Giants keep pets.
Eastern giants are scared of spiders.
Right. You found the Scova Tower. Red and his master live in the tower. A bunch of stuff about Chronomancer, the missing power source. You found the blacksmith, and you found out that the Barkest is after Footfalls, so that's 1,200 total. Plus 700 is 1,900 each. So let me write that down. And then divided by 2,
950.
950 gold. Cool. Yeah, and now Lumos's Pats will now set up a magic item shop.
brothers, Pat?
Well, they're not brothers, but
Oh, come on.
um,
Twins are brothers.
They're not twins. They're just all identical. Anyway, yeah, they set up shop. They literally just put a door on a frame and then open it and walk in.
All right.
And it's got this like bright blue sign painted on the door. It says "The Changeless Traveler." Yeah, and you can go there. You can buy magic items from them. You can trade for magic rocks potentially. And information. They are a wealth of information. Yeah.
All right.
Are we leaving this quest off midway through then? Because we still need to deliver the blacksmith to the
No.
town, right?
Like,
Are we saying that the road to Morutka is pretty safe?
Safe enough.
the road to Morutka is safe enough that there was only going to be one encounter, and while interesting, it wasn't particularly challenging.
Okay, so some nameless Phoenix Guard members take him the rest of the way.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks for playing. Michael, I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for inviting me to this. This is great.
Yeah. I really
Thanks
enjoyed
for
it.
coming in.
Definitely.
All right. Let's go play some more.
You need time to prepare.
I just had to open how much. So Mike, you level up now, right?
Oh, I can level up now?
Well, as your downtime. For
Yes,
next session.
leveling takes a downtime action. Your one downtime action, so you do that before the next time you play.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you would take the downtime action level up when you play next, but I prefer you have already leveled up
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
or actually playing.
Waste time going through
Yeah.
that.
Right, I should stop the stream. Thank you, stream. Goodbye.